and gentlemen, now let's welcome Mr. Zhang Ping'an, President of Consumer Cloud Service, Huawei Consumer Business Group, and CEO of Huawei Cloud BU. Developers, partners, media friends, good afternoon. We are on track to map the future. In a smart or connected world, we hope in the future we can work hand in hand to build up the HMS ecosystem. Stars don't ask why we travel late at night. In the past few years, I guess you will all know that HMS flourishes. In 2018, we had the idea of building HMS new ecosystem. In Beijing, we released such a message and news. And outside China, we released the first app gallery for the overseas market. And together, we also launched a music app. This was just an experiment. In 2019, for the reasons you all know, Huawei phones can no longer use the application ecosystem of Google. And from them, we were determined to build up HMS ecosystem. After May the 16th, we organized several hundred R&D engineers to grow and develop the HMS core capabilities based on the 4 core capabilities, and then we grow in HMS core 4 into a platform with 14 core capabilities and 800 services. And then we released the HMS core using to replace the GMS core. And then we organized more engineers in Songshan Lake to bridge the gaps we have with GMS core. And with system and chip capabilities, we also open to developers. In 2020, we released HMS Core 5. We opened 56 capabilities in 7 domains. And we have opened 12,981 APIs, which is a major surge compared with HMS Core 4 and 3. In order to enrich the phone ecosystem, we also release payment, search, map, ads, and browsing services. We believe those are the basic service engines in the future digital world. We also launched pedal search, pedal maps globally. This was the progress in 2020. Looking back from 2018 with only 560,000 developers to 2019 with 1.3 million developers to 2020 2.3 million developers. Today, I am delighted to announce that we now have 5.1 million developers. The downloads in App Gallery has reached to 330 billion plus times. And the HMS ecosystem enjoyed fast development over the last year. Now we have a solid foot. Behind it, we notice that there are efforts made by our R&D engineers and the support from developers. You have helped and facilitated the development of HMS ecosystem. Thank you very much for your support. What delights me more is that HMS Core also help developers to grow your user base and revenue. In the previous 3 quarters of 2021, in the HMS ecosystem, the revenue of application developers increased by 62%. This is what delights me most. Richard mentioned that a theme developer earned 13 million yuan. because of the watch face design, because he brings innovations to consumers and consumers are willing to pay for that. We are delighted to see such innovative developers in HMS ecosystem. What we want to pursue in HMS ecosystem is actually, as you know, in all devices, we hope the HMS experience is consistent, be it for native apps or quick apps or feature abilities of HarmonyOS or service accounts or web services can all be supported by HMS. I hope that in such an ecosystem, all the innovations can be brought to all types of mobile devices and smart devices. We'll continue our innovation and development. And today we're bringing you the new HMS Core 6, designed to support multiple devices and operating systems across all scenarios. The new HMS Core 6 has shouldered a bigger mission. First is to support multiple types of devices. That means HMS Core 6 will not only support Huawei smart devices, we will also support non-Huawei devices. It will not only support OnePlus 8 devices, we will also support devices under the N category. Second, it will be deployed across multiple devices. It not only supports HarmonyOS, Android, but also other operating systems like OpenHarmony, Windows, iOS, even Linux. This is what we want to achieve and what we want to bring to developers with HMS Core 6. Third, all scenario consistent experience. We hope that developers can integrate HMS Core 6 and innovations and services, no matter which OS they use for development, ensure the application consistency and make sure the applications can be brought to different types of devices. We open 69 kits and 21,738 APIs with HMS Core 6. Compared with HMS Core 5, the number of kits that we can support cross-device is 13, and we also add 13 capabilities newly opened. And we have also added or enhanced the capabilities of 18 kits. We are going to continue our innovation and continue to be open with HMS Core so as to build the foundation of the app ecosystem for a smart or connected future. Now I'm going to offer you more details and select a few key services from the perspectives of graphics, media, AI, app services, and system. First, let's look at graphics. What kind of capabilities are made available? We discussed meta universe and talk about the convergence between the physical world and the virtual world, creating an immersive digital world has become a possibility. The improvement of graphics capability is critical. In graphic domain, HMS Core opens 7 types of capabilities, in total 2,800 plus services and APIs. I have listed 4 capabilities. First one, object modeling. We leverage the Huawei 3D modeling algorithm with the camera and the RGB camera of a common smart device. You can just take a photo of an object and then build up a model for that object. This can be widely applied, for example, e-commerce, animation, and gaming. Such kind of convenient 3D modeling can be applied in a wide range of domains. Recently, our colleagues are discussing with the Sports Medical Research Institute for cooperation possibilities to see whether if a patient was ill or injured, then this patient can take a photo and then build up a model and then remote and then the medical accessories can be produced through 3D printing by the provider in a remote way. This way, the injured person does not need to visit hospitals. This trouble can be spared. This way, it could bring a lot of convenience to users. Second is AR Immersive Experience. How can we tell whether the AR experience is good or not? When you place a virtual object to a real world, does that offer a consistent experience? Huawei offers the centimeter level virtual and real combination or convergence. At the same time, we are able to ensure visual consistency with the AR engine. Here we have two short videos. On the left-hand side, or on the right-hand side, on the left-hand side was provided by another vendor. You can see, although the shadow moves with the changing of light, but it's not natural. On the right-hand side, you can see the virtual rendering brought by Huawei. The light changes with the shadows changes with light, and such changes are quite natural. We also provide computer graphics kit. We use the volume rendering algorithm to support dynamic fog effects with dynamic lighting, and the graphic kit also support light tracking, and we are able to have accurate rendering against specular reflections or complex lighting. I would like to roll a video to show you the effect brought by HMS Core Graphics Service. We offer 11 open capabilities in the domain of media, in total 2,845 APIs, so that content providers can create content in a more efficient way. Many of you may have remembered that in Huawei P50 and Nova 9 launch events, we had a product called pedal editing. You may know the object masking, subject tracking, and filter clone. And now the editing features of pedal clip has been added to the video editor kit and open to the global developers. Once you integrate the video editor kit all the features available in Paddle Editor will be made available to you, including the filter and special effects, stickers, and croppings. We also provide thousands of materials spread across 10 categories. We also have the GPU-based decoding and synthesis acceleration so that the video export duration is higher than the industry average. And this is also based on smartphones. We also provide audio editor kit. The audio editor kit can provide rich audio processing capabilities, including AI dubbing. We are able to change text into voice, and we can also support emotional expressive speech and support multiple styles. And we can support real-time sound processing. We are able to perform real-time streaming, including noise reduction and voice changer effects. We also bring developers audio rendering capabilities. What can you do with it? Any musical instruments and any soundtracks can be projected to any space. At the same time, in a soundtrack, different sound can be exported through AI learning, and you can do cropping at will. So long as you integrate audio editor kit, you have audio processing capabilities. Here we just use 4 lines of code to have a soundtrack, and we are able to split the accompaniment and vocals as well as the instrument sound. Dr. Wang introduced many AI-based capabilities. We are going to continue to open our AI capabilities in the way of ML Kit. And the cloud capabilities will also be brought to developers. We previously released ML Kit. Now they are nearly 10,000 applications integrating the HMS ML Kit. The monthly invocation reaches 8.5 billion times. What we're thinking now is that can we expand the ML capabilities to other systems and other devices? This is actually all requirements from developers, since many consumers love those ML-based applications. They hope when they use other devices and systems, they can also use ML Kit. Now we expand ML Kit to Android, Harmony, and iOS. For example, Link Now. It was an app released during the outbreak of the pandemic. It could facilitate online education and online classes and home office. After integrating ML Kit, Link Now has a Windows version and iOS version. And with the integration of ML Kit, it can support 12 language translation. So we hope to bring ML Kits to other non-Huawei devices. We host many application development contests. There is an app called Baimiao, which is an award-winning app. The kit is produced or developed for the visually impaired in a complicated environment. The kit can recognize text and the text can be highlighted, and then so that the visually impaired can see them, and then the text can be converted into voice so that the visually impaired can hear them. The recognition accuracy is very high. This is something we encourage. We hope everybody in the world can share AI capabilities, and AI can bring help to those who need it. Next, I'd like to show the open capabilities in the domain of app services. We bring 13 capabilities. Among them, 12 can be brought across multiple operating systems. First is the map capability. Last year, we launched Paddle Map outside China. Not only that, we also provided land-level navigation in 22 questions. You can see on the left-hand side is a traditional guidance from a map. On the right-hand side is a land guidance based on Paddle Map. Paddle Map can offer the real road information, including incline or slope and the overbridge. This way, it could provide more accurate navigation and guidance to drivers. It supports high precision road rendering, three-dimensional space, and guide and high precision location. Those capabilities in the Paddle Map app, and we now also open such capabilities to global developers. The next capability is critical in the digital world. That is DCI capability. Data copyright identification. Why this is very important? In the digital world, everybody can be a creator of the content. How can you protect your patent or copyright? How can you transact your content with others while protecting the copyright? DCI Kit is brought to build up such capabilities. We work with China Copyright Protect Center to develop this kit. The purpose is that to ensure that all the content can be protected with their copyright. The next capability is quite familiar to you. Many of you may have used Wallet, and Wallet is developed based on the Wallet kit. Many of you have used Wallet. You can integrate your credit card, your keys, and membership cards to the Wallet. This way, you will be able to use the NFC functions for payment. Today, I'm happy to announce that a new member is introduced. That is the digital RMB. That means if you have digital RMB, then you can just use Huawei Wallet for tap to payment. We also work with ICBC to make sure that Huawei Watch 3 series can also transact with the digital RMB, the eCNY. We are going to continue with the RMB Research Institute of Bank of China to continue to build up the environment for eRMB, eCNY. And we hope that you can join together with us to enrich the ecosystem of the eCNY.
The next kit I want to show you, which was also touched upon by Richard Yu, you may have noticed a lady in red had been performing the sign language interpretation throughout this release. So this is the brand new kit called SignPal Kit. According to WHO latest data, about 466 million people worldwide suffer from hearing disability, which is more than 5% of the world's population. So how are we going to enable them to enjoy the beauty of the intelligent world? Huawei has developed the SignPal Kit and make it open to achieve that objective so that the SignPal Kit can be integrated in all applications so that your applications can serve people with hearing disabilities. The SignPal Kit is developed based on Huawei's self-developed pre-training language model, machine translation algorithm, and a multimodal digital human action generation algorithm, including the gesture, the expression generation, among others. For the SignPal Kit, we have worked with Accessibility Research Association of China and the Faculty of Education of Beijing Normal University to integrate expert knowledge of sign language linguistics. And we put the expert knowledge of sign language and converge that with expressions, languages, and video, and achieve coherent and natural sign language interpretation. Today, I'm very pleased to see Professor Zheng Xuan from the Faculty of Education of Beijing Normal University here with us today. I'm very grateful for her professional guidance on sign language skills. Thank you. This is the thank you sign language that I have just learned. I hope it's not too bad, but thank you again, Professor Zheng Xuan. We wish the SignPal Kit will be integrated in many applications so that your applications will serve the 460 million people with hearing disabilities so that we can eliminate the communication barriers. Next, I want to talk about the system on our mobile phones. Huawei mobile phones performs always the best in terms of a signal under the same network conditions because Huawei has been focusing on the communications technologies over the past 3 decades. And this has allowed Huawei to work on the foundational technologies for communication, such as AI signal prediction. We can use machine learning to predict the problems that may occur on the network and perform AI-powered network optimization to guarantee the network signal quality. We can also predict the network access. If we predict a surge of traffic, we will get the network environment ready in advance. That's what Huawei needs for its mobile phone technologies. So that's why people have a great experience using Huawei mobile phones. And today, we open these capabilities to the hardware, to the app developers. They were not available for them before, but now when the app developers have these capabilities, they can predict the network congestions and to make preparations in advance. For example, video playback app, when integrated with the wireless kit and network kit, you can see that before they had a very good performance with strong signal, but the performance deteriorates greatly during weak signal. And after integration, in a very short period of time, the traffic on the video playback is very smooth because we keep opening these capabilities to developers that have led to this result. So Huawei is opening more and more technologies to partners and developers. Today, there are more developers who have integrated HMS core. There are 173,000 developers integrated that today, and we believe that number will continue to increase. And also, for more people to gain knowledge about HMS Core, we have organized competitions, and over 7,000 teams took part in our competition and have contributed over 10,000 innovative apps. Another important work of ours is that, apart from opening the HMS Core foundational technologies, we have opened up many capabilities of the Huawei Cloud APaaS. The reason we're doing that is we want to distill expertise on Huawei Cloud so that people do not need to duplicate the work and instead can get these services via cloud services, such as the Search Cloud Service, Network Cloud Services, Cyberverse Cloud Services, and Development Cloud Services. As far as service as a service is concerned, we released the Pedal Search last year. Today on HMS-powered mobile phone, the Pedal Search is the most popular mobile app for search. Today we opened the Pedal Search capability and put that on Huawei Cloud. In this way, all developers can have direct access to the search service. We have intelligent interaction, content search, cognitive services, and basic services under it. Zafo, a popular cross-border e-commerce app developer, have been using Pedal Search to replace its incumbent search service. And the result is that its GMV was up by 30%, and its commodity circulation had witnessed big growth. Today, 10 key industries have been digitalized, and more than 20 customers are testing on the search as a service through the Huawei Cloud. The other service is related to our past 3 decades of work, which is the audio and the video-related capability. Huawei has more than 3,000 audio-related patents. We have put these technologies on the Huawei Cloud, and to generate one audio and video network around the world that covers 170 plus countries. It features excellent audio and video quality and also very low latency of less than 200 milliseconds. The human response time is 280 milliseconds on average. However, our global latency is within 200 milliseconds. So if an application has integrated the Huawei Smart RTC capability, the users will feel basically no latency. In this way, the communication barrier can be eliminated. The next service is the Cyberverse Cloud Services. As Richard Yu showed, the Cyberverse application is already enabled in the Songshan Lake campus, and also in Dunhuang City of China, we also offer this Cyberverse experience. So what is Cyberverse? It is actually a visual positioning technology. In every square kilometer, there are 400,000 point clouds built through scanning. And these point clouds are stored on cloud so that by comparing and matching the pictures, we can precisely position so that we turn cameras into a 3-dimensional world. In this way, we can precisely mirror the digital and the physical worlds. Then based on 3D rendering, 2D rendering, and other technologies, we bridge the real and the virtual worlds in breathtaking splendor. Let me give you another example. We have a photo of our latest data center in Gui'an city of China. The maintenance engineers in the Gui'an data center have developed a software based on Cyberverse for maintenance. In this case, when you lift your mobile phone, you will be able to see not just the cold iron boxes of the data centers. All the servers and network equipment are talking to you and telling you their operating status, temperature, and health status. In this way, we stack the real world onto the virtual world with diverse information displayed and make work much more convenient for the engineers of maintenance. And there are a lot more partners working with us to build innovative apps. And I would like to call on more partners to join the Cyberverse cloud services. Helping developers to develop fast is one of our missions. So what I present to you is the Meta Studio, a recently released media content production line. As you may know, the production of Avatar took 5 years, 48 companies, and over 40,000 CPU cores, and 1,800 experts were involved. Today, however, with the Huawei Cloud fully digital media production line, you only need several months to do that. It has two features. First, all the upstream and the downstream industry chain related work are being digitalized. And second, the rendering took 40,000 cores, which meant 40,000 servers. But today we have a rendering lake to provide million-level rendering cores. In other words, if you want a result in 10 seconds, you just need more resources in the pool. If you have 1 week, you can have a smaller lake or smaller pool. So that is the digital production line that makes the digital production less complicated. We have a lot more other digital production lines. We have an information production line, first of all. Today, there are over 130 partners involved in it. So the newsfeed production is now being performed by this digital production line. There are also theme production line. And there are over 10,000 theme designers working on this production line. They only need to focus on the beautiful outcome instead of the coding itself. The milk theme is a very popular 3D fluid theme that took over 16,000 lines of code, but today only require 4 lines of code with much greater visibility. The next one is the Content Connect, an audio and a video platform. This year we have worked with Mr. Lang Lang, the world-renowned pianist, to make a piano concert based on the AR technologies. I do suggest you to experience the Huawei VR concert played by Mr. Lang Lang. In that case, you will feel that Lang Lang is sitting right next to you and playing the beautiful song for you. Another important production line is the AI production line. AI is deemed something in the ivory tower. It's deemed complex. A lot of models and algorithms were involved. But today we have developed an AI production line so that data labeling, processing, model training, deployment, tuning, and optimization are all performed by the digital production line so that AI engineers can quickly generate AI using this production line. One mobility partner of ours have witnessed a 7-time increase in their efficiency by using this production line. The next production line, critical to all partners, is the Dev Cloud. There are 10 million software developers in China. They need to get familiar with a lot of different programming languages and tools. In Huawei, there are 100,000 software engineers that need to work on the coding, compilation, among many other works. They are using a large number of tools. But today, we converge the hundreds of tools on Huawei Cloud and turn that into a dev cloud so that development has been made much simpler and automatic. In the words of our partners, they have witnessed a 40-fold increase in efficiency by using the dev cloud. What used to take them a long time, take them only 40 minutes to complete based on the dev cloud. Dive into digital, everything as a service. We have three key ideas. The first is infrastructure as a service. No developer should focus on infrastructure. This complex and troublesome work should be done by the cloud ecosystem partner. Second, expertise as a service, or rather technology as a service, which means you do not need to start from scratch or build your own technologies. You just need to go to the cloud and find the technologies that you need so that you can focus on time and effort on the business and the features. Third, expertise as a service. There are a lot of excellent people who have good experience. Can we distill that on the cloud to share with others? We need to truly turn the expertise into the API services rather than purely providing trainings.